Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For this drawing I picked a reference picture of a stuffed toy sitting in the corner. I am part of an organization called Art Collective or something, I think you translate it like that in English, and it's actually a bunch of people coming together once a week to draw and paint. I believe I made this around the holiday season and winter break, so there weren't a lot of people attending the classes and I felt kind of lonely, and this stuffed animal looked kind of lonely sitting in a corner, so kind of represented how I felt at that point. For those of you who follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you might have seen me post a picture of what fear of failure looks like to me, and that is also something I've been struggling with for quite some time now. I think it's like a few months at least, since December, and that's why I kind of went back to my usual style of painting. I just feel more comfortable doing something that I already know how to do and that I do quite well. Even though my current situation and the fear of failure has nothing to do with art, and it never has, it's a way for me to relax and not think about my problems. It's a way of relaxing my mind, and I don't want to stress about things I feel I need to learn when it comes to art, like the comic style drawings. I've been putting it on a down low for a while now, and just to cope with everything else that's going on. I'm not going to get into detail about my current fear of failure situation. Instead, I'm going to talk to you about the process in this video. The funny thing is that this is the first time that my emotional state kind of affected the way I made a painting, and this was a hard one. In the stuffed animal there is a lot of white space, and for some reason I didn't use masking fluid. I usually use masking fluid, but I don't know, I think something went wrong in my head and I didn't. I made it difficult on myself for some reason. I decided to paint every piece of the animal individually because I needed to keep the white space, and if you just go over it really fast, you know, things could like touch each other and flow into each other, and I didn't want that. So it took me a lot of time to do this. As you can see here, I already did the background color, and usually I would paint the subject first and then go around it with the background color and touch it a little so the color flows out. And yeah, I totally lost that effect here because I didn't do that. Then there was also the issue that I didn't want the dark color running into the light color, and the only thing that I knew is that I wanted the sharp line of the edge of the window or door, wherever the animal is sitting. I wanted that to be sharp, so my idea of doing the background there first and letting it dry was a good idea. Also adding extra layers of detail in watercolor, and that is something that I've been doing since the last video, I think, of the little chick, and I realized that I am doing it more and more. I wonder if eventually I will just evolve into using only watercolor and not have the need for the inking that I do in the later stage. I have seen other artists draw a lot of detail and outline with watercolor itself, so it would be nice if I would be able to do that as well. But it's not something that I'm focusing on, so for now the line art is something that I really enjoy doing and that I will probably keep for now. The hardest part for me is deciding what I want to make darker with the ink and how I'm gonna do it. It's hard for me to explain what I'm doing because I don't really know. I'm not sure how to explain it. I just try and I hope that it looks okay. There isn't a lot of thought going into it. I just try it and hope that it looks good, and if it doesn't, yeah, it's gonna be on there and it's gonna stay there forever. I am also in love with my white Signo Uni-ball gel pen. I love it to put in the finishing highlights and details. It just makes everything better. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I am currently struggling with an extreme fear of failure. It's not art related, but if you still want me to discuss this topic, let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time.